Hey everybody, so I got a piece of Novaculite here and it's got a pretty big curve in it. You guys can see that. Trying to show it, I got a monitor off to one side of me and it is really delayed in the picture, but it's got some nice polka dots in it, and I was trying to figure out if I could get a point out of this. And I think if I can take this part, this half over here, this side off over here, probably get some fairly flat stuff and maybe scrunch a point out of it. So I think I'm going to try and do that and see what happens here. Had a pretty long day. I went over and picked up another batch of Novaculite, and it's only a little over 2 hour drive over there, but I always end up visiting over there when I go, and so it's an all-day adventure. Uh-oh, a crack right there. Hopefully you guys can't hear that saw running. I still got to get rid of this side over here. I might try to pressure plate that off a little bit because it didn't like me hammering on it. And it's pretty thin. I don't want to break it. I still may end up breaking it. I don't know. But yep, there we went. That was pretty easy. Break away. Well, I have another piece here, but it don't have all the, and it's flat, but it don't have all the polka dots in it. Let's see if we can do anything with this. I've got a square edge along this side now. Maybe we should try indirect, huh? Go with the number 1 here and see what we can do. I'm probably going to take this glove off. And as you can see, we got a square edge. And, we can't have that. I got some Novaculite over there cutting right now. I should show you guys the piece that just came off the saw. I'll try to remember to do that before I end this video. That's crazy that this is so delayed over there in that. It wasn't that way yesterday over there in my monitor, which is something that just got established yesterday. But the video was really delayed going over there for some reason. I stopped off at one little park to have a little break, a little city park, and all the riffraff rock and they had around there was all Novaculite. I didn't find the stuff that was in the park. I got me thinking, you know, I can't take notice. It was pretty well fractured, but there's a couple pieces that you might have been able to do something with, maybe, but not much. But and I wanted to take a couple pieces, but you know, I'm not going to take it out of the city park. So, not that anyone would have noticed or anything else. There wasn't no one else there. But, I just figured that I probably ought not do that, so I didn't. But I went on down another road down from that park, and they had some riffraff there around near a bridge. And I went and grabbed a couple pieces. It was Novaculite also. Not all of it there wasn't Novaculite, but most of it was. I went and grabbed a couple pieces there to mess around with, and thought I'd shoot a video. I need a much finer abrader, or there won't be nothing left of it. Thought I'd shoot a video heat treating some of it in the ground. I've always wanted to do that, and I have never actually done it. So, if you see this, and you've done that before, and you got some pointers for me, let me know. I was going to stop by Home Depot or someplace and see if I could find some bags of sand, good dry sand, and I was going to dig a little hole in my fire pit, outside fire pit out here, and line it with dry sand. I was going to dry the material out first because it's all wet. Just going to dry it out for 24 hours in my cooker. And then put it in the ground, put a layer of sand in the bottom, and then I was going to cover it up. Now, I'm not sure how much to cover it up. I've heard of people just setting it by the fire, but I'm more of a cooker kiln kind of guy. But I thought I'd give it a try. And it's not great material, and some of it might be nappable, some of it may not. Maybe none of it is. I don't know. But I was going to heat treat some of it and give it a try and shoot a video doing that and see what happens. This is a difficult piece to work because it's so, first off, it's small. I did get some more parts and pieces in for the number 2 flakers. Not going to get this put together till tomorrow. I got to make another trip tomorrow. I got to go down to Texarkana and pick up some oil for the saw. Texarkana is not all that far away. It's actually only about, I guess about an hour and 10 minutes or so. Not sure exactly how far it is to where I have to go get the oil out. I've never bought cutting oil from them before. They're a chemical company, and I found them down there, and I've been paying $145 a 5. I think it's a 5. Yeah, it's a 5, I guess. May actually be bigger than 5. I don't know. It comes in liters. It looks like about a 5-gallon jug. Anyways, I'm going to go give them a try because they're $99 a 5. And I know a lot of guys run diesel fuel and other things in their in their saws, but I just can't do it. The smell of that diesel fuel every time you use a saw, you're covered in it. You just can't avoid it. If you're running a rock saw, you're gonna have oil and the smell of oil on you. Mineral oil don't have much of a stink to it, but diesel fuel does. So anyway, it's a little cheaper place to buy the oil. I need to set up some stuff for doing these smaller points. I'm doing more and more of them, and I really don't have my pads really aren't set up for them, and I can use some smaller, finer flakers, and like with a copper that's smaller than this would be good. I have some, and I have some on order too that are supposed to be here. I ordered them, and they inventory said they had them. They messaged me and said they were 6 weeks out, and there's still 3 more weeks on that 6 weeks. So if you're wondering about this, it's a scruncher. And it I don't use it all the time, but I use it to straighten out edges, especially on Kyokias. Get that edge good and straight, Works great for that. You struggle with symmetry, it's a good extra tool to have in your arsenal. I was going to work on our big preform we made here. I can get it in the video. Yeah, I was going to work on this big old biface, but I'm just not. I'm not there tonight, so too much traveling today, and not really in the right frame of mind for that. Let's see if I have another flake over there I can put a smaller copper bit in. I'll be right back. Okay, so come on. I'm trying to get my phone to come up so I can use Zoom. Told you I was going to show you this piece of Novaculite. This is a piece that I'm cutting right here. Oops, come on. There we go. I don't know how well you can see that, but look at the color in that, huh? Is that sporty or what? I mean, that's crazy. This is an in-cut piece off there. A great percussion piece. Once you heat it up, man, probably gonna be a pretty point come out of that. And we'll see what else comes off that rock, but that's a good start. That was the first cut, so we'll see where that goes from there. Anyways, so I actually got a flaker here. It's finer, but it's steel. And I'm not really a fan of steel, but honestly, I don't know if this is a nail or if it's a. Not 100% sure what it is, but or if it's it's probably a welding rod. It's left over when I was experimenting with steel. I like the fact that you don't have to do any maintenance with steel, or very little anyways, compared to copper. Compared to copper, you don't have to do hardly anything at all. And it don't bend the way copper does. But it's a lot slipperier here. You know, it's harder to get it to grip onto the stone. Well, I need to zoom you guys back in. That's way out there. Sorry about that. I got the monitor here now. I probably ought to use it. I'm not sure why it's got such a lag between the. Like out here, I'm scraping. Still running. Now it stopped. So it's got about a 2-second lag. So that does make it a little bit. Didn't have that yesterday. I'm not sure what the deal is. And to be honest with you, I'm not even sure how to. My wife showed me before she left how to hook this thing up. And I'm not so sure she was 100% sure on how to make it work right away every time. But, and I have no idea how I keep getting it to work. I just keep pushing buttons until eventually I get there. But it is nice having that picture up there. It's much, because I can't really see in my phone, in the monitor on my phone. So I'm just kind of guessing all the time. So, anyways, now I can see where I'm at. And basically what it's going to look like on, well, now it's frozen completely. It says it's still, well, it says that my phone's still recording, but it's not showing on the monitor over there. So hopefully it's still recording on my phone. But either is or it isn't. Man, I cut myself as big as could be, just a little bitty poke there. Yeah, something happened with the Wi-Fi connection or something there, I guess. That's what it was telling me over there, but I'm not gonna reconnect it. I'm just gonna try and finish it out the old way here and try to stay in frame best I can. Must have been the Wi-Fi connection. They have both the phone and that has to be on the same Wi-Fi connection. I discovered that yesterday. So I kind of figured that when you're printing from your phone and all that stuff, it has to be on the same Wi-Fi connection. So that's part of the original Flake right there, and I'm probably going to leave that. Yeah, that piece of Novaculite I'm cutting right now is a pretty piece, boy. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's get some notches going in it. Now I'm going to have to make another little video just so I can figure out what exactly is wrong with my equipment here. Broke out of there a little bit. Forgot to file that. That's probably why it got a burr on it. So. Something went haywire there. Something broke off. Well, I am fighting with symmetry. So I'll just shut up. I didn't hear the piece drop off though. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I didn't have the chain set right, so we had quit before the cut was over. That was why I didn't hear the piece fall off. But that piece is so big, it just barely fits in the saw too. So all I have currently is an 18, but there's going to be a 24 in my future before too terribly long. I hope. We'll see. All right. I think you guys can see there. Before I start another point, if I start another point tonight, I will have the monitor fixed. Or at least I'm going to try to. There's going to be a nap in coming up in, I believe it's March, and I don't have all the details yet, but I was talking to Steve today, and the Yarboroughs are putting it on. It's going to be in March. It's going to be the first one they've done, and it looks like they got a potentially a nice spot picked out for it. That area is beautiful over there. It's going to be a little south of Hot Springs. I don't know the exact location, but we're kind of looking at it on the map. You're showing me on Google Earth or whatever. And anyways, it looks like it's an old Boy Scout camp. It looks like it's right on the lake, fishing, all kinds of stuff. Should be pretty nice weather in March. This part of the country that's usually spring. We can have a little winter stretch on, but for the most part, it should still be cool and should be a really neat event. And I will keep you guys informed on what's happening with the rest of it as I get details. But I am looking forward to going, and I'll be there. Hopefully, a bunch of other people will be too. I'm sure they will be, but I'll keep you guys informed. And if you're anywhere in the area, you should try and make it. I'm going to leave that alone. That's our little bitty bird point, polka dot bird point, and we're going to call it good at that. Pretty little point. Pretty little point. And you could most certainly strap that to it's probably not legal. It's probably not wide enough, actually. But if it wasn't for that rule, most states has got to be an inch, or some of them are 7/8, some of them are an inch and eighth. This piece right here is actually, let's see, half, 3/4, 7/8 of an inch, roundabout, more or less, close to it. Yep, so just a pretty little Novaculite point. So, all right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Keep napping.